Port Richmond when we were kids. I am now, as you can see, at Cohawks Playground. Now, many years ago, and this is, well, new when I was a kid, but growing up, Cohawks was a really old recreation center. And actually, if you were born in the 70s, like myself, you got to see this. Now, some of the old stuff, I'll spin this around. Some of them old walls there, with the writing, the no flips and all that stuff, I believe that's actually original walls from when the old recreation center was here. But yeah, back in the day, in the late 80s, this swimming pool, I mean, look at it now. It's a shame what it's turned to. But we got thrown out of this pool many times with the "hell no, we won't go" chant. So, but so yeah, here we are at Cohawks Playground, and I'm going to do a little tutorial as to what Friday nights, Saturday nights were like here at Cohawks Playground. So usually the early parts of the day in this rink here, where they have some of the tournaments, non-stop soccer games in here. Again, I was from the Carroll school side, so I didn't actually start coming up to Cohawks until, again, the mid 80s and stuff like that. Would always play basketball over here with my buddy Richie, and you would see Joey Fishcron here and Gunner, who I used to believe used to live down here on Cedar Street somewhere. So many baseball games. And here you can see that circle in the ground right here. That was the Christ, what they call, I think they called it the circle. And with a big flagpole here, and everybody used to sit on a corner or sit on the roundabout here. And that fence here used to that was never there. So that wall here, everybody used to chill out on the wall. But again, when I was a kid, this was all new. So yep, all along this wall here, all the girls would sit, and as Jen Rispo said the other night on our interview, dressing up in you're dressing to the nines for to hang out on a cold night. But on these corners here, everybody used to chill, no matter where you went. The corner here, the wall here, the circle that was here. You know, you'd walk down from Mama Street right over there, and come here and, you know, pick your crowd who you want to hang out with. But none of this was like this before. So figure we'd take a ride over here to Cohawks and check things out, see if things. I tell you what, I don't even remember this tree here. If that tree was here, it might have been a small one, but I actually don't remember that. Now here we are at Cambria. Now Cambria was always an interesting corner. You had the Mulvenas that lived over here. This here used to be a corner store, and we'd hang out over here on this corner. Not so much these steps where the jitneys are. But the interesting spot about this corner was anybody that went to school around here at, whether you went to North Catholic or Hallahan, we would always take the 54, which would come right down this way. And the funny part about it is, I'm going to switch sides of the street here, because you had the older crowd. You had like, you know, Dave Detro and Brian Fox and, let's see, Frankie Dixon and all those guys. When we would come down, when the 54 would come down here, like late May or something like that, you're getting ready to get out of school, these guys would be sitting all along here in their beach chairs, all oiled up, getting tans, as us younger guys were getting off the bus. But that was the older crowd. So that was a very interesting spot here. It was kind of comical too, when you got to see everybody out here getting all juiced up, getting their early tans on for the summertime. And that corner property over there, Used to be Debbie Stuff and such when she moved from Thompson and Cambria to Auburn. So that was always interesting. Chirag's Bar, which is now, looks like it says Maria's. But yep, Gaunt, Cambria, a big stamp point of our neighborhood growing up in Port Richmond. So now we come to Gaunt Birch. And as everybody knows, good old Richmond school. But as we know, Richmond school has went through some transformations. And they got this new building here. So Richmond school has upgraded over the years. Everybody used to play stickball here. But where the basketball court is now, used to be a little annex. Up, you can actually still see some of the portable. Very cool. So I'm sure everybody knows the portable, and you can see it right in there. Wish I was able to get through it, but I guess with school in session, not able to. But yeah, so the portable up top there, they played hockey up there, and many teenager activities up there. So another big standpoint. This, needless to say, you had to fake out local law enforcement when we used to have some parties up there. So it's a shame we can't get in there. But when I went to Richmond school for about a year and a half, this corner here of Gall and Birch used to be, I used to be a safety here. So another standpoint. And as we come on to this side of Cohawks playground, this is where we would always have all of our baseball games. Myself, Richie Barzak, the late Jay Trask, Andrew Trask, we'd play the guys from Memphis and Clearfield. And even weekends, everybody would chill out on the benches here. So the thing about this side of the baseball fields, once I get around here, the big thing about these baseball fields was you could be in the middle of a game, dead middle of a game, and all the older guys would want to come because everybody had to hit the ball over the fence. So again, you could be in the middle of a baseball game. Let me get a hit. Let me get a hit. All right. So I guess you ain't got a choice because they stopped the game already. So yep. I don't think I've ever knocked one over that fence growing up the whole time. But then I guess as we got even older and it was too easy to hit the fence, we'd move to the other side of the field. So that's the area of Cohawks playground. I'm sure there's probably some other spots, but the neighborhood's actually changed over here. Doesn't quite look the way it used to. I mean, the way it is didn't change, but you know, the people that lived here for a long time obviously moved out. Kids my age went on to live elsewhere. So, yep, this is what it is. So we had Cohawks playground, the portable, and that's growing up in the 80s and 90s at Cohawks playground.